Yeah, 100%. 100%. So hold on. His name, I can't think of his name right now, but
Is Dennis Quaid Scottish?
right.
Is he Scottish in this movie?
Yes. Yeah, he's gonna play Scottish. That's what he's gonna do. Um,
Oh gosh.
yeah. So hold on. No, the guy who played Spartacus, but the in the second season.
Oh. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
What's his name? Hold on, it's gonna come to me here.
That's a
I'm,
sad
I'm
story.
not coming. I'm looking it up.
Not Jai Courtney.
No.
They're all working though. I mean, Jai
Yeah,
Courtney is turning in work. One of the I forget her name, but she's in that show Lucifer now. She's been on there every season, so she's making syndication money or Netflix money now.
right.
They're
Oh,
working.
hold on. Here it is. It's no,
Manu?
not Manu Bennett. He would be good though. He could be in it.
Yeah.
He would play like the second in command. Hold on. He was in Vengeance. That's what it was called. Spartacus Vengeance is where they had the new guy. Okay, here it is. His name. Are you ready for it? Andy Whitfield.
Oh yeah, Andy Whitfield.
That's the guy. He would play the Michael Biehn character.
Andy Whitfield.
Andy Whitfield.
That was a good show.
Yeah, it went for it. Like it was unapologetic and it was good.
Yeah, that's a very good word for it.
Yeah.
Oh
I also
man.
like that they killed Lucy Lawless in every season and brought her back in every other season.
Wait. Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, because like one was like they killed her, and then season 2 was a prequel because unfortunately the first guy who played Spartacus died, so they had to figure out what to do. So they did a prequel. He wasn't there, and then the third season was a sequel. They brought her back to life, and then in the fourth season she was dead.
What a bloody show.
What a bloody show!
Sam Raimi.
But no, I'm gonna make it'll be called The Rock Revelations.
Ooh.
So it'll be like one of those things where you're not sure if it's a sequel or a remake. You don't know what's going on, kind of like Ghostbusters with Jenny McCarthy. You're like, what is it? The same universe? Is it not the same? We don't know what's going on. It'll be like that.
Oh, I like that.
I
Oh
just want to see
man.
Walter Goggins play everything,
Why not?
right? Walter Goggins in a remake of Face Off.
Walton Goggins.
Sorry, not Walton Goggins. Yeah. Who would
Walton
be his opposite in Face Off?
Oliphant.
Yes.
Come on.
Oliphant and Goggins in Face Off?
Can you make that poster?
Okay, so I'm making notes here. I'm making a Rock poster and I'm making a Face Off poster for you.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man.
that's gonna happen.
What is the Rock? So like, I guess we should talk back to
Dennis Quaid films.
yeah, and then Dragonheart. So I mean,
Right.
why
Let's go
does
back to
Draco have
Dragon.
to die? Could they have not put? Couldn't they have? All right, so that guy's immortal, right? We Thewlis is immortal.
There
Could
needs
they?
to be a workaround where they put him in an iron mask and put him in a prison.
Exactly.
Like, right?
Exactly.
But again, I think this goes back from being a family movie to being Braveheart with a dragon, where it's like, to this day, my dad preferred when Braveheart was on 2 VHS tapes because he knew the first VHS tape was safe to watch. He's like, I don't like when
Oh.
he dies. I don't like when he dies. You watch till, the first or second battle, and then you don't need to watch him be betrayed. It's a good movie if you watch only the one tape.
Yeah,
And
that's
so, right?
yeah.
But I think this was them trying to give it, and this is my big thing with, Superman is one of my favorite characters of all time. And when he died in 92, there was weight behind it because he had 60 years of being Superman before that. But every time after that they kill him. They'll kill him in this story, and they'll kill him in that story, and they'll kill him in a movie. Like it almost seems like they can't think of anything. They can't write a good story, so they try to be extra meaningful by killing people.
Yeah.
So I think this was like, well, if we kill Drago, then it'll have a lot of weight.
They didn't need
No?
to kill him. But okay, but if they kept him alive, he would just be a lonely dragon on Earth.
Right.
And if he traveled, everyone would just hunt him and try to kill him anyway, right? Because humans are pretty horrible to dragons in this world.
What do you think, Mark, if they took Drago at the end, right? He's like during this climax, but then they take Thewlis and they say, "Listen, you're gonna die. We're willing to pay that price. However, Draco's gonna take you, and you're gonna go on like a quest with him, and you guys are gonna learn to share a kindred heart, much like Bowen and Draco did, right? Because that was where Dragonheart came from. Was they were two people with a like heart, and so then Draco is then like charged with the redemption of Thewlis' character, and they fly off together in the end. Does that satisfy you?
No, because that means Thewlis is still around.
So much, right?
Yeah. If they made him a better, like a more likable character, I would, because he doesn't want the dragon dying. Thewlis does. So
no.
If the dragon dies, he dies.
Right.
So he doesn't want that to happen. So if they bonded over that, but that's like a half hour. I don't.
Yeah. No, you never see you don't see the resolution. You just see at the end they fly off together.
I mean, I kind of like that because there's no point for Draco to die.
No.
I know he goes back home to his
Avalon.
Yeah, like Avalon to his other dragons, and he gets to hang out with them. But it just seems like kill me, like, just imprison the dude. But he could get out, right? But he doesn't have an army anymore. So
no.
The ending was this movie, it's very rushed at the end. When they train the army, they train them for about 3 minutes. The final battle scene, 6 seconds. It's Pete Postlewaite shooting people in the butt with an arrow. And then they go to the castle, and they have some... So you know what? Okay, before we get out here, I just want to bring up a few things that I have to bring up.
Yeah. It would be irresponsible not to, Mark.
There's a lot of melons being exploded on people or pushed in people's faces.
Like I said earlier, there's a lot of food for these peasants.
A lot of... They're wasting vegetables by throwing them at people.
Yeah.
They are very wasteful peasants. Next, that fight between Thewlis and Quaid. They start in the basement, the sub-basement. Then they fight their way to the highest tower of the entire property. And then they end up fighting again inside the castle when he rushes him. I mean, I want to see how they get from the lowest part of the castle all the way to the top.
Yeah, stairs, I think.
Well, but imagine that. That'd be exhausting. And last but not least, if you're an evil ruler, Adam, and you get angry, do you go stab wooden poles? Do you smash melons? Or do you smash your cronies' heads into tables? Or all three?
So the wooden sticks get them out of there, but I would put a melon in front of all of my guys, so that if I ever smash their head, they would also smash a melon. Double whammy.
Whoa. I like that.
And I would make a rule for my kingdom that if you saw any of my men with melon goo on them, you could throw food at them yourself with no ill repercussions.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Oh.
So it's like if you saw, like, if Mark, if you were like, I have an idea, and I wham, smash your head into a melon, then you're walking through the courtyard and people see melon goo on you, they could just like whip whatever they want at you with no consequences whatsoever, because they know that you were bad earlier. I
love this world. I love Thewlis in this movie, though. I know it's random, but I love a villain I just want to punch. Do you not?
Dude, Darth Vader is the #1 selling action figure of all time. But he's also the most hated character. You know, like people like a bad guy they don't like. Like when that first movie, when Star Wars first appeared, the people booed Darth Vader. They didn't know who he was. They just knew they had to boo him.
You see Thewlis and you just want to boo him?
Oh, I saw young Thewlis and wanted to boo him.
You know, they complained. They're like, oh, that actor had an accent, and then Thewlis had to mimic it. And I was thinking to myself, I could care less if the two accents matched up between these two different actors.
Mark, when we talk about accents, I'm going to say something, and I don't think we've ever talked about it. And maybe it'll stop me from being invited in the future. I love Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Listen.
And I don't care about his accent whatsoever.
Here's the thing. I mean, this is a fantasy world. And so I could care less about Quaid not even attempting an accent in this movie. Also, we're as North Americans, right? We have had many people from all over the world coming over here and attempting Southern accents or Canadian accents or Minnesotan accents.
Right.
And they have been wildly bad.
I've never in my life, Mark, ever said, "What are you talking about?"
Exactly. And like I've heard Southern accents where I'm a pretty chill dude, but when I hear these Southern accents, I'm like, you're not even trying. Like I don't even know what this is. Like,
you've made my culture into a caricature.
Yeah, it's oh dang shucks. You know, you're like, what is like this actor who went to Oxford and like played Macbeth is coming over here and going, oh jolly good
and
golly.
Even Cletus from The Simpsons.
Yeah, just jolly good golly, my gosh. And you're just thinking, oh. So you know what? Let's send Costner over there to do those accents. Like let's send Stallone over there to do a British accent. Like let's do it.
Let's send Keanu Reeves over there to do Dracula.
Oh man, you know what? You know what pains me about that? Francis Ford Coppola said that he's such a great guy that he tried so hard on his accent. And this is the fault of Francis Ford Coppola. He didn't want to give him more direction because he saw how hard Keanu was working. And he didn't want to fire him. Or get him, like Keanu was trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad. But yes, you know what? Send over Terry Crews.
Oh, yeah.
Send over Terry Crews, right? Have him do the accent. So
I would love to see Terry Crews in a modern remake of Sense and Sensibility.
Send Drake over. Let him do a British accent. Yep. I mean, just send Chris Jericho over. Let him do a British accent.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Just Bruce Campbell. Because
Bruce Campbell can do anything, Mark.
Now, I do think that maybe British, Australian people probably can pull off American accents easier than an American going over to, well, yeah, because, I mean, Juno Temple's British. And I didn't know she was British until I watched the Ted Lasso show. And I went, wait, what? So I think it's, I think it's probably much harder, or not many people have done it. But you know what? Send everyone over there. Let them do accents. I love that Costner doesn't try. I could care less.
Right, because the movie's fantastic.
And enjoy it. I mean, Slater's over there. I don't even think Slater's trying an accent.
No.
Morgan Freeman? No one. Who cares? Just, they're movies. It's Robin Hood. I don't know.
Yeah, just have fun with it. It's fun.
I could care less that Henry Cavill is playing Superman. It doesn't matter to me. Like, oh, Superman's American. Who cares? Like, just cast a good actor. I don't care. Like, it's Christian Bale played Batman. Like, who cares? Let's send Terry Crews over there.
Yeah, I love everything that you're saying about Terry Crews. He could play any movie, and I would be okay with it.
I know we just went on a long rant about that, but come on, guys. Like, you got to know what it feels like for North Americans to hear some of these accents sometimes. So we send it back your way a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. That was a rant, but I love it.
That was good. The only Canadian accents I really forgave were the ones in The Goon because the movie was so good.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess Jay Baruchel was so involved. Like the only non-accents were what? And like, Sean Glatt or Sean William Scott. Doug Glatt, he was from the States, right? And then he moved to go play.
Yeah, he went up. He came up to the Great White North.
So it's, I mean, what about Ross Ray? Was he Canadian?
Well, I think he started his career in Montreal, right? So he was a French Canadian.
Oh, okay. Do you think he maybe had like a hybrid that worked okay, or no?
I think with Canadian hockey players, they go wherever they can because, like, Doug played for an East Coast team, and the East Coast Canadian accent is like what they called it, like kind of the Newfie